I'm Sheriff Quadry. Let's get on with our conversation for today. We started at 5 a.m. You can watch live right now on Facebook and YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. We're live as we speak. We're talking about the impact, the effects of the increases in petrol pump price and electricity tariff by the government. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. We started at 5 a.m. Reactions pouring in online and on radio since 5 a.m. We're still at it. Our newsroom put together a report on this. We spoke with stakeholders and, of course, individuals, Nigerians. And this is what they had to say. Take a listen to it. I'll be back after this report by our newsroom to hear your thought.
Social media was incensed after increase in the pump price of petrol and electricity tariff. Petrol jumped from 141 naira a litre to 151 naira a litre, while electricity tariff tripled from 22 naira per kilowatt to 61 naira per kilowatt. Online protests had failed to convince the regulatory body, and NERC gave the following reasons for the sudden hike: inflation rate, global gas price, foreign exchange rates, unit cost of power generation.
This government is not insensitive to the current economic difficulties our people are going through and the very tough economic situation we face as a nation. We certainly will inflict hardship on our people, but we are convinced that if we stay focused on our plans, brighter and more prosperous days will come soon.
But these reasons have been rejected by Nigerians.
We are really disappointed with the way things are going currently in the nation, especially to those things that affect the poor masses, like the fuel price.
No, I think the government should just do something about it, regulations and all.
We passengers, we used to enter motor, go somewhere, we are suffering.
Seriously, we are really disappointed with the way things are going currently.
There are a lot of hardship going on. People are losing their jobs.
Almost all through this year, many people didn't work at home, so the economy is quite shaky. Increasing fuel price at this time, which is a basic thing that almost everybody uses.
The organized labor also appears in the dark, describing the implementation of the new policy as shocking. The president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Ayuba Waba, says the new price has shown the federal government is taking Nigerians for granted. Waba said with the development, the organized labor cannot guarantee industrial harmony. On his part, the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria described both increases as a failure in governance. Secretary General of TUC, Musa Lawal, complained about the timing of the policy, saying that many Nigerians are passing through precarious times.
We have accepted over and over again that there is governance. We are approaching a situation where people are more or less condoned in their houses, unable to work, and those who are working at the site, and then you are increasing every facility that the poor man is supposed to have access to. You are saying there's no longer a government. The state has failed. Every individual to himself, and it's a dangerous trend that we are approaching. But the issue is that we are not going to sleep and lie. Sack our workers, send us home, increase everything, and tell us to go home and die. That is where we are now. It is like killing the dead again.
A former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, also aired his displeasure at the increased tariffs. According to him, the increase is ill-timed and a disregard for the challenges faced by Nigerians, especially with the coronavirus pandemic. But there has been confusion over the September 1st takeoff policy. The National Assembly had initially objected to a 1st of April deadline, and then all parties had agreed to a 1st of January 2021 date. Discussions had even mulled over an electricity tariff moratorium similar to West African nation Ghana, where electricity and water tariffs were suspended in March 2020. But with the announcement by the NERC, electricity distribution companies across the country have begun the implementation of a new electricity tariff regime, with a representative of the Eco Distribution Company, Babatunde Lasaki, justifying the increase.
There is no better time to do it. Whether we do it in January, whether we do it now, whether we did it last year, people are still going to say this is not the best time to do it. But in the wisdom of all the stakeholders in the electricity industry, with the support of the government and the regulators, they feel this is the time that we should do it, and then we should just face the elephant in the room and then do it now.
Even with the outcry and rejections, the presidential candidate of the Young People's Party in the 2019 general elections, Kingsley Moghalu, threw his weight behind the review, saying the hike was long overdue. Deputy President of the Nigeria Labour Congress and General Secretary of the National Union of Electricity Employees, NUEE, Joe Ajero, says Nigeria's unemployment situation is largely attributable to the gross deficiencies in the power sector. Ajero said the private sector companies that acquired the discos are not replacing the malfunctioning transformers they inherited, which are then being damaged by overloading. Ajero insists there is no justification for the hike in electricity tariff.
And now you don't increase tariff before metering. It's not done. It's still not acceptable, because there's no justification for this increase now. Then service is not improved. You have not massively metered people, and COVID is still here. So on what basis is this tariff coming up now? The so-called subsidy in the power sector has gone higher than what government was spending under NEPA. Then Nigerians are probably paying more money into the same sector. I think there's need for us to have a kind of review on this issue because it doesn't add up.
Also, the General Manager, the National President, Senior Staff Association of Electricity and Allied Companies, Chris Okonkwo, lamented that the issues in the power sector is beyond hike in tariffs, saying the deficiencies in the sector is very low. He said the discos have not shown that they have done enough work to avert higher tariffs in the sector. He lamented that inefficiency is the issue.
Because the more money you collect now, it's not because you're collecting for more energy. You're collecting more money for the same low energy level, which you have always collected, which is about 30-40% of energy. So it makes no difference. That is what we're saying. Efficiency is an issue, and they will claim they are efficient, but we are not seeing it. If they collected, let's say, 80, 90, 100% of the equivalent money for the energy, so there may not be need to talk about higher tariff because they would have gotten more money for the operation and for the other GENCO's transmission and so on and so forth.
Nigeria trade union activists and labor leader Comrade Issa Aremu lamented the fate of 22 million unemployed Nigerian youths and 5 million entrants forced into poverty. Comrade Aremu claimed the new power and petrol policy will further reduce the purchasing power of the citizens.
First, the context is completely insensitive. Prices of other goods and services have gone up, full stop. Of course, transportation, that's the immediate one. In other countries, other factors are constant in which you could have alternatives. So if you don't want to fuel your car, if you don't want to go by road, you can go by rail, you can go by city trams, you can go by waterways. But in Nigeria, we're all road banned. This is one policy that is against the global trend. And then you also had electricity tariff hike. These are increases too many, all at the same time.
It will be recalled that mass protests over increase in the cost of social services are not unusual in Nigeria. In 2012, the administration of Dr. Goodluck Jonathan increased fuel from 65 naira to 141 naira. Week-long protests in the major cities across the country forced the hands of the federal government, reducing the price to 97 naira. In 2015, it dropped to 87 naira. Nigerians were asking on social media, where are those who protested in 2012? But the convener of the Bring Back Our Girls movement, Aisha Yesufu, explained that Nigerians will keep complaining without taking a decision.
Cowards. You cannot come out and make demands. When are you going to come out? Why are you still hiding? They will always have excuses. They will say, oh, during Jonathan, protesters were not killed. Protesters were killed during Occupy Nigeria. It didn't stop people from coming out. You are sitting down there. You are perfuming yourself. You want to waltz into government. You are looking for people that will be on the streets to make demands on your behalf. Like I told before, protests kill you there.
Do you think Nigerians and industrial unions' outcry would yield any positive outcome? How do Nigerians facing dire economic straits afford these new increases without a raise in income? This report is packaged by Ijoma Esek.
is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Oh, beautiful report. Great reports by our news team. Great stuff, great stuff. So that is what we're talking about today, Lagos. Let's get talking. 0700 993 993 993. If you called earlier in the morning, please refrain from calling. Bind all the spirit of temptation that are pushing you right now to call. Let's have, fresh Nigerians, because what we're doing is we're trying to aggregate some thoughts, your thoughts, the labor union, stakeholders, VIPs, non-VIPs. They've been talking on your behalf. They have been vibrating on your behalf. They have been complaining and lamenting on your behalf. Now, it's somebody to agitate for you. It's another thing for you to tell them how exactly you feel. So I want to know the impact, the effect of these hikes, the petrol, the electricity tariff hike. I want to know the effect, the impact on your family, the impact of these increases on your personal expenditure, on your family expenditure, on your business's expenditure. So how is it affecting you? How is it affecting your business? How is it affecting other activities? For instance, in the morning I had a caller who said that he usually gives to NGOs, but that has been greatly impacted this time. So because his resources has greatly been diminished by the current hikes that we've had recently. And that is a massive impact, which will affect a lot of people. The effect of that will be rippling. It will be going on and on and on and on and on. It's just unquantifiable. Those are the kind of thoughts that we're aggregating. You can criticize the government, though, but don't call in to criticize. Call me this morning to tell me what you are feeling, what you are going through. Don't deviate by quoting 1960, 1920, 1982, 1999. No. That's not the point. The point of this conversation is to know exactly what you're going through right now. Let me simplify further. Before the hike, you are aware of what you used to do, how you lived your life, what you spend in a day. Now that the hikes are here, you also know exactly how much you're spending in a day. That is the conversation we're having, though. So if you belong to one party or the other party, you need to just let that one go for now and be human. Personalize this conversation. That's the point. Let me know exactly how this is affecting you. 0700 993 993 993. That is 0700 993 993 993. If you're tweeting at Nigeria Info FM is a Twitter handle. At Nigeria Info FM is a Twitter handle. If you're sending WhatsApp messages, it's 0809 597 5805. That is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. Now, if the power situation is okay in your area and you've been paying higher, because I know some residential estates have been paying this increase in tariff for ever because they have stable power due to one arrangement or the other they've had with I would like to know exactly the experience. I would love to know the experience as well. You know what it is like to run generator, but now you have increase in power tariff, and I want to guess that you're spending less than running a generator. Just let me know exactly the experience. Benjamin is joining us this morning. Let's speak with Benjamin and start getting your thoughts. And Benjamin, good morning to you.
Mr. Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, what's your conversation this morning? I've been following you since early morning, 5 o'clock.
Oh, good.
Able to reach you enough.
Good to have you.
I'm one of your callers. Yeah, Mr. Sheriff, the increase of the tariff and the listening affected me seriously. Number one, let me start from electricity. Here I'm living, we are 5 tenants. Before, our NEPA bill used to come 10,000 to 15,000 to 20,000. The people increasing. Right now, last month, they gave us a bill of 66,000 naira.
Wait. Repeat. 66,000.
66,000 naira. I'm living at Ladyland. 66,000 naira. We complain. They say we should pay it gradually, not to pay at once. I don't know where we are going. 66,000.
But what is the power situation? Do you guys have regular power, like 12 hours, above 12 hours?
We don't have power. I think I listen to some of the others and they say if you have 12 hours power, you will get this. We don't have up to 12 hours. I'm talking of Lady Like Bariga.
I know Lady Like.
We don't have up to 12 hours power supply. We don't have it. 66,000. We complain that we should pay it gradually, not that we can pay it once. Just to talk about. In coming to other the petroleum, something or this again.
Right.
The car I'm using for my office, it's a Land Cruiser Jeep.
Okay.
Before, I feed the tank. If it's on red, I'll feed the tank with 16,000. Okay. Now it's up to 20-something thousand.
Oh my!
To feed the tank of Jeep, and we use it 3 days. I know that one is a complaint. We use it 3 days.
Okay.
So am I going to talk of the rice? In my family, in a month, we have 6 children. With my wife and me, with 6 children. Okay. I make a provision of 25,000 naira, both gari, beans, and rice. Now it's more than that. And the talk of minimum wage, I'm a salary earner, nothing like that in my own area. Nothing like that at all. The transport alone, people from Sanford to Yanoworo, 300, 400 naira. Everything just increased, and they're telling us this. Even government is saying something of price this thing before. Who price this? Where are we seeing? I don't know who we call today and say that they have seen that the full is a uniform price, and maybe you can get a pint of garden or for 600 naira Balega and get it at Oshodi. I don't know who we call such a thing, and they keep on praising the government.
Right.
So let them do something. Those people that protest during the Jonathan regime, where are they today?
Again,
the other of them have kept silent.
Yeah, it doesn't actually stop you, Benjamin, from leading any protest if you want to lead protest. Nobody has stopped anybody from protesting. Yes, there have been reports of police arresting protesters, but ask those who protest. For instance, yesterday, when police arrested the members of JAV, Joint Action Front, they're going back today to continue their protest. They're taking the bull by the horns. So I'm not saying that you should go out there. I'm just saying that stop passing the buck. If you want to do something, do it. And cause the change that you desire. Don't wait for people that protested in 2012. That is not the conversation this morning, all right? But I do feel, I heard what you have said. I really do. I've heard you. Let's speak with Engineer Philip this morning on the show. He is joining us as we speak. I think I have some tweets that have coming this morning. Let me see if I can scoop up those tweets from Twitter. My Twitter is hanging. I'm just going to leave that and speak to Engineer Philip. Good morning to you, Engineer Philip.
Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning
again. Yeah, the impact we are having on electricity, I'm particularly, right?
Okay.
Well, the Nigerians don't need anything to protest outside. Like, I am having a 3-bedroom flat and only me living, right?
Okay.
NEPA is giving me 15,000 naira bill every month. I now ask the NEPA office in Lagos, say, is it compulsory or by choice I will use your NEPA? He said, no. He says by choice. I said, what do I do? Because I don't want your service. He said, I have to go to the office and write for the disconnection. Then when I get to the office, right, then there were people told me that, sorry, they cannot afford to lose me because I'm their neighbor. I said, no, I cannot afford to give you 15,000 naira for 3-bedroom flat. I'm not using air condition. Only me living in my house. You know what I mean? Then he said I have to write, which I write. Now I am using the generator. I spend 4,000 naira a month for fueling my gen. Then I'm paying them 15,000 naira. So I think what the masses would have done is to write a letter and disconnect them. If I don't call your station, will you attend to me?
No.
Good. So by calling you, protesting, look at a bag of rice is 32,000 naira now. Jimmy, I have told you time without number. Sometimes when you're off duty, you just disguise yourself, go somewhere and price things on the street. Then you know what people are feeling of. Some people having 10 children, 8 children. I don't know how much is a cup of rice now. A bag of rice is 32,000 naira, Jimmy. Where are they heading to? Are you getting me, Jimmy?
I'm with, the name is Sheriff.
Sorry, Sheriff.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I understand.
Sheriff.
I understand.
Please.
I know.
So
I understand.
there is no point of protesting, making anything. If you're using NEPA, write a letter. Tell them you don't want the service. Period. Is that not the best way? Right. The best thing is to boycott anything owned by government. Okay, we don't want any of your things again. You write a letter and sit down on your own. If I don't patronize them, will they make the money again?
Right.
No.
Right.
So we shouldn't be disturbing ourselves. Please, thank you very much.
Thank you, Engineer Philip. It's always good to hear from you. Let's see who else we've got here. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Oh, wow, we lost that. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, wow, but, okay. Yeah, go on ahead. Go on. Can you hear me? I think I lost that call. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Godwin from the showroom.
Can you turn off your radio quickly, Godwin?
I think that is carefully done now. Is that okay?
Yes, go on, Godwin. We're listening to you.
I want to start by saying good morning and God bless Nigeria Info, and you in particular and the crew of Nigeria Info this month for the good job you people are into by bringing light, exposing, and bringing information and all that your station is made up of. May God bless you and your management in Jesus' name. Now, looking at the impact of the electricity bill and that of the fuel hike.
Right.
It is a holistic impact and something that we can use the word terrible to describe. Now, fuel, transportation, people move from one point to another. It is very clear that it's another basic way of general life. You cannot remain stagnant. Now, the increment of fuel, you know definitely is going to affect life generally. Is it in terms of the food stuff? Is it from the people, students going to school? Is it how much the rice costs in the market? A bag of rice, local rice then, which used to be 18 and 19, do you know it's going to about 25,000 naira now? Then the foreign rice, which they say we should not use, meanwhile they on top, that is what they eat, and pretending, saying that the food, they have enough of food in this country. Unfortunately, they don't have a mechanism for feedback on what is happening on the field. What people are feeling, what people are going through. They just get up and come with obnoxious law. Irrespective of humanity, they don't care. And they just bring it. My brother, it is a hell of what the impact of that fuel increase is now to ordinary people. Now, talk of light. Is it even the right time? Other countries, during this COVID-19, they were being given palliative. The one that did not come from the government, the one that was being donated by individuals. People in government, they took over it and they use it as a political material.
Godwin.
And the people that is meant for, we are not getting it.
Godwin, I need to go on a break now.
It's okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Godwin, for calling me. Appreciate it. Lagos, let's take a break. We'll be right back to take more of your calls. Now, when we return, we'll have to restrict the contributions to 2 minutes each, all right? I think that will be fair because all my lines are blinking and I have loads of messages to read. That way we can take as many thoughts as possible. We'll be right back in a moment.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Other stations just mumble words. We talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to the Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info on a Thursday morning. I am Sheriff Quadry. We are live right now on Facebook and YouTube. I'll be taking some comments on the two platforms in a moment. You can also send me your thoughts on the conversation that we're having this morning via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. That is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. And that is where I am. I need to take some messages on WhatsApp very quickly. On protest, people are too hungry and weak to protest in Nigeria now. That is the issue. Over 80% of people are complaining about this government, but they are just tired. David sent that in on WhatsApp. Sapi is in Agor. Sapi says, ever since they increased the price of petrol, everything went up. Even eggs that I used to buy 400 naira is now 120 naira. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Frank from the Ikeja says the power experience here is negative. There is no power at all. The power distribution companies have not installed prepaid meters as demanded by the law. Both the providers and government are 419. Finish. Frank is putting that across on WhatsApp. Kingsley from Moe says, personally, this increment has affected me in the area of capital projects. Materials skyrocketed times 3. And what would have cost me a certain amount ended up costing me times 3. This will in turn cause a ripple effect in other areas of my being. Cost of doing businesses also has gone haywire. Kingsley, thank you for sharing your experience with me on WhatsApp. I'll take one more WhatsApp message. In my area at Iba Estate, bills have increased to 3 times the normal. Still for 2 days, no light. The estimated bills will come, and we are expected to pay. Also from WhatsApp this morning. I'll come back to WhatsApp in a moment, but in the meantime, let's take some calls right now. Emmanuel is joining us from Festac this morning. Emmanuel, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Collins.
Good morning.
Yeah, talking about the electricity tariff increase, the improvement in electricity supply.
Right.
I stayed in Festac. Okay, so though there is a bit of electricity supply increase in Festac, but as a Nigerian,
okay,
Mr. Quadry, I want to know, can I have 20 hours or 22 hours of electricity supply, steady electricity supply, and EKEDC, that is in charge of Festac, telling me to pay 100 naira per unit? Mr. Quadry, I will do that.
Okay.
I will pay.
Okay.
Today, I've been asking them on social media, through their Twitter handle, how many hours of electricity supply do you supply to this area where I'm staying? Festac. See, today they have not responded to that question. They have not. Another thing I want to address is this.
Okay.
I asked this question to NEC through their Twitter handle yesterday.
All right.
I said, where I was reading their post where they said there is a judgment regarding a tenant not as in paying the rent, the meter bill that was used by another tenant.
Okay.
A new tenant paying the meter bill that was used by another tenant. I said, okay, here in Festac, where I was staying before in 202 Road in Festac, NEPA, EKEDC blocked my meter, my prepaid meter they gave us, that we need to pay up all the money, 160-something thousand naira in the bill before we could subscribe our meter.
Right.
After the first payment, I asked them in their Twitter handle, I said, can I get back this money that I paid? Because I paid this money to EKEDC. Now this judgment, can I get back? Can I write to EKD and for them to refund me this money?
They
have not responded.
Sadly, Emmanuel, maybe they will, but your 2 minutes is up. We're sticking with the 2 minutes timeline on the show this morning so we can get as many thoughts in as possible. Well, Patrick is joining us any moment now, but before then, let's quickly speak with Onokoya. Let's read Onokoya's tweet on Twitter. Onokoya Afi says, the increase in PMS and light bill has affected me. I now buy 100 units for 5K instead of 2,300 naira. I can't manage PMS of 1,500 naira to and fro to work again. I used to carry people for free to work before. Now I'm collecting money, but now I'm collecting money from them so that I can be able to buy more PMS. Patrick is in Lekki. Patrick, good morning to you.
Hey, Sheriff, good morning. How are you today, sir?
Doing okay.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Thank you. The fuel consumption in the vehicle has increased. We do carpooling.
Okay.
So we used to run one tank for a week of Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Now in 3 days, it's gone. That is one side. The second side of our experience is that our electricity consumption in the office, what we used to use for like 2 months, was expended this month. Well, I mean, with the credit we had on the meter,
right?
Before the month ended, it was already showing red. So that means it's going to cost us more.
Yeah.
Now, one major concern I have is this. Prior to the electricity and fuel increase, respectively, especially on the road, we did a calculation some time ago that if 250,000 vehicles in Lagos are caught up in traffic morning and evening, and they expend 1,000 naira fuel every day as excess above what they should have spent,
right?
That will come to 250 million naira wasted daily, and that will be 1.25 billion by Friday. That will be 5 billion naira at the end of the month and 60 billion in a year. With this increase, and coupled with the fact that children will resume school on Monday,
right?
Our consumption is going to be up by minimum 50%. That is the wastage now, not just what we use. Our travel time will increase. We will burn more fuel. If we expend 1,500 extra on a daily basis, then we will be wasting 375 million naira. That will be 1.87 billion in a week of 5 days, 7.5 billion in a month, and 90 billion at the end of the year. I think what government should do...
10 seconds more.
What the government should do now will be that let them help in sanitizing the road, teaching the people how to use the road well.
Okay.
And so when you don't need anything in the house, you turn it off, because whatever goes up in Nigeria rarely comes down.
Thank you, Patrick, for calling me. Oladile is here. Oladile is calling us from Isolo. Oladile, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff. How are you today?
Doing okay. How are you?
I'm good.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah. I would like to say that the situation we find ourselves today didn't just start today. It's been something that we really hadn't come to terms, as in to know what exactly is our problem. Problem from the top to the bottom is insincerity.
No, Oladile, no offense,
yes.
but what we're looking at is how this has affected you personally.
Yes, do you know how it has affected me?
Tell us.
Way back, I can tell you 4 years back.
Okay.
Not just recently. Do you understand? Okay, let me tell you, recently now, I have now resolved to like buying in the Ricas, to sustain me for 2 weeks.
You mean food?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
So the point here is this. Let us be, for once, sincere to ourselves. If our statement would come off and say this and this is wrong, this and this is, not right, we should applaud them. And as well, fall in line with them and give them the support so that the government that is, in session will know things are wrong and they have to put it right. That is it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Anoze Emeka says, Sheriff, what do you expect? People will find it very difficult to cope, especially poor people. The increase is regrettable and nothing more than an imposed hunger on the masses amidst COVID. Imagine what we all resisted and protested against. They now want to impose same on the people. So where is the living wage for workers? Anozie Emeka sent that in on Facebook live stream. You can also go there and share your thought. Ezoye Doziwell Farm said, good morning for you. Good morning to you. Please allow people to say their mind in what concern light tariff. Stop telling them 2 minutes alone because Nigeria is turning into mess. So the reason for the 2 minute is that we have a lot of people, and you two check them now. We have people, plenty people that want to say their mind. So one person cannot take 5 minutes. No. Okay. Let's begin, Madam Ifi, calling us right now. Madam Ifi, good morning to you.
Sheriff, good morning.
I'm doing good. Good morning, ma.
My family.
Where are we?
It's affecting me.
Okay.
Even though I'm a lone ranger. I'm no more, educating children.
Okay.
They are the one educating me now, looking after me. But, this fuel issue, I don't have a car any longer.
Okay.
But my generator, I know how much I spend on generator. If I have 2,000, I can fill up my tank because I use like a 3 kVA generator.
Okay.
But now, that 2,000 is like half tank.
How about power? I mean, light.
Yes, I'm coming to power.
Okay.
I'm just talking about this thing. So the generator, this thing, is I don't use it the way I'm supposed to use it.
Okay.
But right now, there's a way the KJ Electric do their sharing of lights. They'll give you sometimes in some area for maybe in the evening.
Okay.
You will enjoy. Some people will enjoy in the night. So I always pray that they should give me in the night, so that I will not use generator. Now they give me light from 8 o'clock or after 8. Maybe that's it till 6 in the morning or 7. After 7, like they took it this morning around 7:15 from 8 since yesterday.
Okay.
So that's it. It's affecting me. In terms of light, unfortunately, I'm the only person that don't use prepaid meter in my house. I don't just like it.
Okay.
But as it is, it seems I'm going to demand for it because the bill they are bringing, I understand that those people that don't use prepaid meter, when they go and do their reading from the, from the transformer, they will not share it to those people that are not using prepaid meter. Is it supposed to be like that?
No.
Why should you give me almost 15,000 naira bill? What light are you giving me? This light I will enjoy it before maybe they will bring it around 12, take it around 3. That's it, 8 again.
All right.
If you calculate it, it's not up to 15 hours light. It's not up to 15, 18 hours light. And you are bringing a so exorbitant. Am I the one to pay for people who are not using?
Madam Ifi, thank you.
This thing.
Thank you for sharing your experience with us.
Yes, it's affecting us. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's go to Twitter again and take some tweets. Dennis Williams says, what we are experiencing is the result of our collective decision in the last election. Thank you, Dennis, for sharing your thought. Grace Oladejo on Twitter says, I hope we would come out of this alive in 2023. Thank you, Grace, for your thoughts. I'm particularly interested in how all of this is affecting you as an individual. Definitely it is affecting you. But share your experience with us. Ogunleye Oluremi is here with his experience on Twitter, and he says average of 16 hours of electricity is supplied to Egbe Cotton daily, but the rate of increase is too much. Thank you for sharing that. Joe is in Bariga. Joe, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, I'm Joe from Bariga, right?
Yes, welcome.
The NEPA thing is not only, it's affecting everybody, almost like 8% of Nigerians. So now, before I used to pay 12,000. Now I'm paying approximately 16,000 for 3-bedroom flat. So, and then it's affecting my, as a retired, pensioner.
Okay.
It's affecting my pulse so much.
Of course.
But, and I'm coughing out that money every month. It's spending me a lot. So I don't know why our president will say one thing and then change over. And I paid for prepaid meter. I have not received it.
But what is the power situation like? Is it stable? Put a time to it.
In Bariga, in my area here, Petrol here, they are trying. Yes, they are trying. I will not tell you
Thank
wrong
you.
thing.
Thank you for sharing that.
They are trying. They give us throughout the night. In the day, they can give us like 6 hours light or 7 hours sometimes.
Okay.
And they're trying anyway in our area here. Petrol.
All right, Mr. Joe. Thank you for sharing your experience with us on the show this morning. Let's go to WhatsApp and take some WhatsApp messages that have coming this morning. After WhatsApp, we'll come back to the telephone, but we need to take some WhatsApp messages.
Everybody talks. But we keep you informed 24/7.
Do they understand what the Constitution is all about? They're supposed to be the ones that would say, okay, well, you can protest, but don't do this, don't do that.
Protest is part of democracy. Whether it's irritation or not, it's part of democracy.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Okay, so Mrs. FM is here and it says, Nigerians, please stay safe. Can this government have listening ear to the drum that is beating about the state of this nation every morning? Thank you, Mrs. FM. Let's see who else we've got here. Adira Miolusoji says, things are highly expensive now, and now is the time for us to stand up for our right. Adiremi, thank you for your thought. Nigerians are just like people without no future. Sheriff, has the government had any serious protests since... Has the government had any serious protest since they came into power? Okay. You didn't put your name there. God's power is your name on the road. I mean, that's why I missed your name. I mean, first, your name is God's power. And you now put on the road there. You want me to decipher that? Okay, God's power. Thank you for your message. I appreciate it. Now, let's take Peter. Peter's message. Peter is in a cartoon in a solo. Peter says, PHCN, IKEDC, EKEDC, and other power companies are oppressively exploiting Nigerians with irritatingly exorbitant estimated billings. Even before the recent increment in this month, September 2020, the average bill I was receiving for my 2-bedroom apartment was between 10,000 naira and 12,000 naira. Even when I am hardly given power for up to 6 hours daily. However, immediately I managed to get a prepaid meter around May this year. My average monthly bill dropped to about 1,500 naira for about 32 to 35 kilowatt hour units. But with the recent increments, it's now 3,000 naira for about 30 units. God help Nigerians. Peter, thank you for sharing this detailed experience of yours. Really, really, really good to hear that. Benjamin Ezemoke says, the increase seriously affecting virtually everything. I'm no more putting on my generator at night. People are no more buying electronics because money for food is not there. Not to talk of entertainment or entertaining thing. Sheriff, the only way out is God's kingdom to come. Oh God, calm down. Emmanuel from Lekki says, we Nigerians, we talk too much. When are we going to stop talking and begin to act? Emmanuel, thank you for your thought. Okay, so I'm going to take another person's experience right now on WhatsApp, then we come back to the telephone. Aziz from Lawansing says, government should please do something about the electricity bill and fuel hike because it's not been easy. I work at Adeni Rogusoya. Before I enter bus 100 naira, but now it's 300 naira. And the issue of the bill, the place I'm leaving, we are 7 tenants with 2 shops. And the NEPA brought bill of 40,000 naira to 50,000 naira monthly. I'm fed up, Sheriff. Don't be fed up. Just hang in there, Aziz. Hang in there. It can only get better, all right? Yes, it can. Let's go to the telephone now and take... Oh, I think I have I think I have some tweets that have come in. Okay, so I'll just take 2 tweets, then we'll come to the phone lines. Lambodowski on Twitter says, I rarely go out on social events and other engagements, and I usually indulge. Now the fear of transport fares the beginning of wisdom. The situation has forced me to bag a PhD affidavit certificate in economics. PhD affidavits. Okay. Thank you for your thought, Lambodowski. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Neka. I'm calling from Bolado Shodi.
It's good to have you, Neka.
Thank you. Since I want to talk about the NEPA tariff.
Yes, how has it affected you?
Yeah, since ever before the increment, in the plaza where I'm living, that's where I have my business.
Okay.
We have 3 lines there. I have my personal line. Ever before the increment, they do send me 54,000, 56,000 every month.
Okay.
The other line, the main house, the plaza's line, they will send something thousand, and the third one they do send for something thousand there. And then I'm running a business for this mineral pure water. I have freezers there.
Okay.
Before I was working, due to returning of events in the office, I resigned, and the little money I saved, I used it to establish the business.
To start your business.
Yeah, to start the business. Then, when they do send this tariff, this NEPA bill every month,
right,
54,000. The last week they sent 56,000. 56,000.
Oh my word!
I don't know. So you can see the impact. This our area at Bolade Oshodi.
What's the life situation though? Is power stable there? Do you usually get up to 12 hours?
Yes, we do.
Okay, but how about businesses? Because people are complaining that even patronage has reduced.
Patronage is very low. Patronage is very, very low. Like today we are up. I'm not in the shop today. As I'm talking to you, I'm in the house. I'm not selling today. It's tomorrow. After tomorrow will be Friday. After tomorrow, then the next business will be Sunday. Will be Monday.
It will be Monday.
The patronage is very, very low.
But how are you now coping? How are you surviving with business low and bills piling up?
Bribe.
You have to sort them.
Yeah, today is Thursday.
Yes.
They were here on Tuesday. I paid 25,000 naira. They said that I must pay 40,000 naira. I told them this is what I have.
But did they give you a receipt? Did they write something on your bill to indicate that you have paid part of it?
Yeah, they're with their cashier.
Okay.
They gave me a receipt. Then they said that I will still pay a disconnection fee. I pleaded, and the thing ended in 2,000 naira.
Oh wow.
So in a plaza here precisely I'm living at Decoria Street. Our plaza there every month, 54, 53, 40 something.
For how many tenants?
No, we are I have my own line.
Okay.
I have my own line.
Okay.
Yes, I have my own line.
Everybody has their separate lines, Abby?
Yeah, 3 lines here because of the nature of my business.
Okay.
I just got my own line.
It's better.
Yes.
It's better.
Thank
you, Neka, for sharing your experience. I really appreciate it. Just hang in there. I had to give Neka 3 minutes to share her story. It's good. It's really good. 8:55 is the time from our studios here. I wish we could go on. I really do wish we could go on, but we can't go any further than this because we have to try and give out 10,000 naira on this show today. So let's try and see if someone would be lucky enough to win 10,000 naira on the show. Shall we try? We should try. Okay, now let's try.
The whole land of that area.
No, not you. Not the whole land, anything. Let's try and give out 10,000 naira. That's what I said. And that's what we are going to do.
This is Just a Minute on 99.3 Nigeria FM.
Nigerian, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You want to play Just a Minute?
Let me try. Jerry, don't give me a question. I beg you. I beg Jerry.
Don't worry. It's just some, everyday questions that you're aware of, okay? You've got 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
This is Just a Minute.
Your first question is, what is the meaning of PPMC?
Hey. Deep.
Edo election coverage on Nigeria Info starts what time on Saturday?
7 o'clock.
Correct. That's one. Name the two discos in Lagos.
Ikeja Discos and Echo Discos.
2. You got 2 questions correctly. What program airs at 8 a.m. on Saturday?
8 a.m. That's Agogo. I've forgotten his name of program. Agogo. That's Jesus Christ. If I get that now.
No, but you didn't. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay. It's not Agogo. It's Daily Digest with Jimmy Disu. So you're wrong. You're wrong. What is? Look at you. So I'll just let me just push this in. What is the name of the Deputy Governor of Lagos?
I don't know. Is it either Ahmed Allah or something like that?
I'm sorry. You're wrong too. You know what? Just stay on the line. You got 2 questions correctly. You can never tell. Maybe you'll be the winner. All right. Okay. So here we go. Lagos, that's the show today. Many thanks to you. Hang in there. We'll continue to push. We'll continue to talk. We'll continue to give you a platform to say your mind here on Nigeria Info. I am Sheriff Quadry. I'll be back tomorrow, Friday, as early as 5 a.m. to start conversations all over again. You can follow me on my socials, on Twitter at Sheriff Quadry, on Instagram at Sheriff Quadry, and on LinkedIn at Sheriff Quadry. Have a good one, Lagos. Bye for now.